Hey loves, it's Amber and welcome back to my channel. Or if you're new here, hi, hello, welcome. Today we are here in cast giving a makeover to my original legacy sim. So a couple weeks ago I posted a video on my channel revisiting my legacy family after almost 10 years. But at the time when I stopped playing this challenge, I was actually on the third generation. So I wanted to see if there was any way for me to go back and get my first two generations because I absolutely loved these Sims. So when I looked in Nala, who was my third generation heir's relationship panel, I did see that she knew Lily. And I was able to use that, open it up with MC Command Center and get her sim and kind of save her to my gallery. The only thing is that the version of her that was in the relationship panel was an elder because she was an elder when she died. So I wanted to bring her back into cast and age her down and give her a little bit of a makeover so I could kind of remember how she was when I originally created her and she was a young adult. So that's what we're doing here in this video. So this is Miss Lily Lehman, and she was the founder of my longest legacy challenge, and I honestly loved her. When I created her, she had like this massive afro, so she had like huge hair. She definitely body was tea, as you can see. Even as an elder, she had, put on a little bit of weight after having, I think, 4 kids, but body was still tea. So I left her with that. She's a little bit on the thick side, and I absolutely love her. So Lily was the originator of my legacy. She ended up marrying Salim, which is where my love affair with Salim Banali began. He is now and will always be my favorite townie, but it was their relationship that kind of got me into being obsessed with him, because when she married him, he was so perfect to marry if you are doing like a rags to riches, because he has, I think, like level 8 writing skill when you add him to your household. So he was able to write books immediately that made like a ton of money, and that's kind of how they were able to get all of their money. I honestly don't remember what Lily did. I'm not sure that she even worked. I think maybe she might have painted, but I don't think so. As you can see, she was romantic. She is a family oriented sim and she is creative. Looking at that creative, I bet she probably did paint. It would make sense because this family did end up being quite wealthy within the first generation. So painting honestly makes sense. And I think I wanted her to have a job within the home because she did have a lot of kids. Like, I think this is the most kids I've had a sim have, because my sims typically don't have a ton of kids, like maybe 1 or 2. Usually I think I like to have 2 sims or like 2 kids in my save files just so we can have some variety when we're picking a sim. But Lily and Salim, they had a lot of kids, but it's okay. So for this makeover, I didn't change much about her. Like I said, I changed her body just a little bit because I did feel like at the time that I created her, I had made her waist like irrationally small. So I made it a little bit more in proportion. And then I brought her sliders down a little bit more to where I think they were when I originally created her. She also did have a custom content skin, like skin tone. So I went ahead and changed her to about the color I think I remember her being when I created her. And now I'm just going through and giving her all of her outfits. She did have like a little bit more of like a bohemian type style. So I kind of went with that. I ended up going with this hair for like all of her sleepwear and stuff like that. And I just think it's so cute. I still wanted her to have like that same big hair that she had when I originally created her. And honestly, I love this sim. I did do like a full CC makeover. If you want to see me do like a low CC, no CC version of Lily, let me know. But I felt like I didn't really have to have any restrictions. I don't know that I plan to play with her because, we're past her generation in the legacy save file. So if I pick it back up, she still won't be there. And as far as like playing with her, I don't know that I would restart a legacy with her. I might just kind of to see how things go with everything that's in the game now, but I'm not really sure. You'll have to let me know if you think I should restart a legacy with her. I'm thinking I'd be more likely to add her to something like my origin legacy save file just because she is a sim that I know so well, and I think that could be fun. So just kind of having her in the background. If I do that, I might take some of her CC off just because I'm trying to keep my origin save file low CC to I mean, not no CC, just low CC. I don't know that I could ever be like full no CC, but a little bit less on the CC, maybe. I will say that it's interesting looking at this sim because I created her so long ago that she looks pretty different to me from like all of my current sims. I feel like my sims tend to have very similar faces, but she's a little bit different. She does have absolutely massive eyes, which I still create sims with really big eyes. Like that hasn't changed, but they're a lot more open than I typically do now. Nowadays I like to give my, my sims a little bit of a sneeze. They have like a little bit of a smirk in their eyes, so I bring that lower eyelid up a little bit. But for her, she's got full rounded doe eyes, and I think she's so cute. She also has a much rounder face than I typically do now, but honestly, I love her. So I do think that it's fun to kind of go back and see sims that you've created before. Let me know if you want to see me do the same sort of thing for Lace, which is Lily's daughter. She was born in game, but if you ask my husband, he would tell you that is the sim that I have been the most obsessed with that I've ever created. Like, of all the sims I've ever made, Lily's daughter Lace is my favorite sim. And it's funny because I didn't technically create her, she was just born in game, but Lily and Salim's genetics just paired really well, and so they did create beautiful children, and Elise is no exception. So you'll have to let me know in the comments below if you would want to see a makeover of Lace. I was able to get her sim as well in the same way that I got Lily. So I could do a makeover of her. She's also technically an elder. She was an elder when she died as well. So I'd have to age her down, but we could definitely give her a makeover. If I remember correctly, she had a very like preppy style. So that's kind of what we would be leaning into if we gave her a makeover. But definitely let me know what you think about this sim. What do you think about Lily? And have you ever kind of gone back and revisited some of your old save files and old sims? And how does it feel when you see like how different you used to create your sims? But I hope you enjoyed this video. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you did. I want to say thank you so much for hanging out here with me, and I will see you all next time. Bye.